one of the things that fascinated them about the Eagles Bulldogs is they go pants. As you can see, I don't have the body or an athlete. So they just want to be next. We want to go for a walk. They're right there, you know. Well, I usually have Eagles Bulldog for 12 years, so you totally understand it. You know, they're part of your family.
Yep. Yep. For sure.
You know, a lot of people there, they go out there for the money, but that's not what we're going for. We're going that you're great companions. And then, you know, you have to be honest with each other. You know, well, what are the flaws that you find them on all that is? What are how can you make it better? How can you bring it out those flaws on it? So I burst through you the same way with Swagger. Not only about focus on the English Bulldog. I look at other breeds. What do they do with those breeds? What do they feed them? What's working out for them? What can work out for us? Right? And I think one of the things that they would, as a dog owner, you have to know what breed is going to be good for you because not every breed is the fur by. You have to know, okay, this is my schedule. Am I going to be able to attend to that dog, right? Uh, like I tell guys, you know what when you do decide to get a puppy from us, you're not just getting a dog, you're getting the bloodline. We show you their parents, their uncles, their nieces, grandmas. This is what they are, right? So a lot of times where like you said, people go to chase the bad. I know a lot of guys that, you know, all of them, they bring to this stuff. Oh, so let me bring this to the stuff, other stuff. So you don't have consistency. So one thing that I asked the other day, when you and I appreciate you making that comment on what bullshit you everybody else is on your channel was you have to be consistent and you have to be committed to that consistency, right? And you have to be able to be very transparent to yourself in every suggestion, remark that's back towards you. You shouldn't take it personal. You have to learn from it. Then this breathing life is hard. Not every breed is gonna be a success, but you have to learn from it. What did I do wrong? What can I improve? Right? So if you're not honest with yourself, like you're not being successful. Ask from other people what other people's thoughts on it, what do they do, or do they stomach dog. So a lot of times when we go to the dog show, either we do get recognized or we don't get recognized, we still ask the judge, can you give some feedback? What do you see now, dogs? What do you think we should improve on? Because this breeding is about improving the quality of your dogs. Because if you're not seeing the big picture that you need to improve, that you never put the D1, that you're always gonna miss those slots. You're always gonna have problems. You're always gonna be taking a sign loss to get the headache away, but that's not the solution. The solution is say what is possible to make that headache. You know, as you can see, this is not only my son Aaron, but I also include it as a business partner because he does help. We're training the dogs, make sure they have the right temperament. He's going out there to a race on the. So to me, it's the Eagles would all, as you can see, it's a great package because he was 8 and he was walking the dogs to on the ring. Now he's 9, he's getting more experience. And for Aaron, I told to Aaron, I say, you know what? I have a lot of respect for you because you are growing into the ring the same way as your English Bulldog is growing. As it's getting more maturity, you're getting more maturity. When we sit out here at home and it's time to play, they're right. But when they know, either way, we're going to start training, he knows, and the dogs know, you know what? Now that it's game on. Let's do it, right? So I have to tell you a little more about that.
To me, the dogs are very good and the companion. Cause since I've been born in the road, I've been brought along on the side with my dog. And whenever we do that, one of our team was him, she, me and my dogs are turtles. They know that we have to start being more serious about it. And he teaches us on how to like improve on things that we've already messed up about before.
Very cool. What's your favorite part about uh, training the dogs? What do you like the most about that?
The most part that I like about seeing the dogs is that that whenever like you're walking, they'll also walk with you. And and my favorite part about it is sometimes yeah, if when somebody takes a photo, you like will be up and they'll like will also be up.
So
And
I think what area you're referring back to is well, one of the shows that we won this great photographers. He caught this great picture where both they so synchronized that both have their left foot on the air instead of walking like okay, left step, right step, left step. You're just walking in the ring. I think that's what started right here.
that's so cool. So do you have a favorite dog that you like to go in the ring with?
It's my dog chocolate chip, cause since the first day that he's here, I knew that he was going to be my favorite, and I gave him the name chocolate chip also on the first day that he born.
Yeah. So Bulldogs your favorite, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And how many other kids do you have helping out? Do you have is it just your son or is anybody else in your family?
No, my daughter's already. Well, when we go to the dog show to set up and everything, and she's the one kind of take care of the table as we both get to the ring. With my wife, our wife is a huge, like huge part as well, and our daughter's the one taking care of the table. Our daughter has some old school activities, so she's not really into walking with the dogs. And she's kind of tired. She plays band now. She's running track, so I can understand. Like, well, I have to respect that as well. So this May, yes, Aaron and I we started showing our oldest English Bulldog Joker. That's how he started in the ring with Joker, Aaron Joker, and later on as Chocolate Chip was able to start showing with the ring. Then Aaron started showing Chocolate Chip was in the late school up. Started showing him, started growing him, and he started growing himself, and see that here at home we have four females and two males. That's part of our program. We just got blessed. We just acquired five more puppies. Our champion English Bulldog Joker and our girl Luna. They just have a litter. Four beautiful females and one male. They're beautiful puppies. Right now they are 60 days old. So part of the WAPA program, that is what life. She's right now like worn out. Every run out was fill our sons every week, 3 weeks, so it's every 3 hours for the last 2 weeks. every 2 hours, gotta get out, feed them, gotta get out, feed them. A lot of times, a lot of readers out there also have a full time like myself. I have a full time job, so it's kind of hard to help my wife 100% to walk the dogs, to get them up there. But on the weekends, that's all me. I take care of that what she need, the reset bar, that what she do rest, do whatever she wants to do, and then Monday she gets back on it. Right. So it's a family thing. It helps me a lot. Like I tell her and I tell other guys that are there that I see out there. I tell them, get your kids on the rape with your dogs because what's helping me a lot with Aaron is when you go to the Vegas, you have thousands of people watching the hill, and by everyone out there, and he's able to have observed all that attention, and you focus on him with the dog. As he's going to be growing older and older, he comes to a situation he won't be able to manage those tough positions back. And like Terry with the little will tell you when you walking out there with the dog little things are chewing like the dog little kind of bros. I feel like I trust you that you're gonna handle me well. So going out there and able to display that beautiful breed, one of the oldest bloodlines, pure bloodlines out there, is an English bulldog, and it's a beautiful thing. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's hard to. It's hard. A couple of things that when you guys were talking is going through my mind. I think it's so awesome that it is a family thing, and um, it's hard for people to understand that you pursue this from the outside looking in, that you pursue this lifestyle. But for me, it's such a drive, just with my podcast, and then now me owning a couple of uh, stud dogs. I bought 3 dogs last year, and one didn't turn out. You know how that goes with buying breeding stock. I still own him. I took on the responsibility, and he's connected to me, to my hip, so I didn't get rid of him. So I've taken on that responsibility, and I'm okay with that. But I'm starting my own little stud dog program, and so but when I talk to family and friends and stuff, they're like they don't understand it, and it's hard for people to understand. But when you're talking, I get it. I get the drive and how you're incorporating family, and your family's making sacrifices. Like my wife makes sacrifices, and she works hard, and she's trying to run her side business, and trying to turn that into full time, and then also when I'm at work, I work 12-hour night shifts, and so when I'm at work, she's taking care of our 5 dogs, and and trying to manage that, and so I really appreciate her, and she's doing it because she has love for me, and then of course she has love for the dogs, and that's so awesome. And then you talk about your son Aaron in the ring, and showing him lessons about that this is a deeper meaning to everything, and that's the thing for me. Like I look at like like sports. We're not all blessed for athletic ability, but say sports like wrestling or tennis, single sports where you're having to be self-reliant on your own cognitive skills, and you have to put your body and your mind to use at the same time, is such a life lesson that as a young man, I wish I would have dived deeper in, and because I see the people that really were involved in such activities, just kind of more of a well-rounded individual, and are able to be self-reliant, and when times get tough, they're able to pull through it, and they're able to go that extra mile, they're able to push through things a little bit further because they know, they've been able to do things like walk around a ring when all eyes are on them, or there's pressure and all of that sort of thing. And so, yeah, I think it's such a life lesson. I mean, whether he does it past the age of whatever, it's still gonna stick with him for life. He's gonna remember it when he's older and he's thinking about it. So yeah, it's a cool thing to be involved in now. So yeah, I really I like that people are kids that are still getting involved in this. And of course, me being a dog person, I really love to see, and a bulldog person, I really just love to see that going on. How did you get your passion, your love for dogs? Where did that start, and how did this evolve? Can you just tell us that story, how that from childhood
You
to
know,
now, basically?
I wanted it was one off the longest side, right? But I never, I guess you would say, took the courage to the set to get one, and then I give up on schooling, and I had other breeds, maybe pit bulls, and came across a buddy of mine. Yeah, he has a good program, and we purchased our first Ames Woodall, and she was a female. Never thought we were going to be able to be in there, make it a hobby. It is a very expensive hobby. So we got her. She turned about 10 months. So I talked to my wife. I don't think we should get her a companion. And she, well, make it nice, So we got the pain, and then you know, like Rambo, both of them have some great features, great structures, temperaments. All right, let's see how it's gonna take us. So we took a step, we bred them, and then we're like, man, me, I believe, if we breed this one with this one, we're gonna be able to get a better structure. So that's how we started, right? So then I started getting more into watching videos, reading different stuff. Oh, how can I improve their health little by little? And as you know, it is an exotic breed. So like I explained to people, just you have an exotic vehicle, you have to treat the same way. If you go there and you purchase a Ferrari, a Porsche, and you leave it out there on the rain or the sun, when it's snowing, the cost to bring it back up is very, very expensive. This is the same thing with the Ninja Bulldog. They're companions. So if it's out outside, all they want to do is go outside, catch whoever inside, do their meets, and come back inside. That's how we're treating the part of our family. So that's how we explain to people, are you gonna be comfortable or happenings with in your home or at a place where they're going to have a controlled weather, right? If we not, then the the health costs of it, the health issue are going to be very costly. So we don't try to shut nobody down, but we really want to educate everybody before they get into this break. We want to give them a head start, and it's like anything. If you don't take care of your body, you're gonna have health issues. Same thing with the English Bulldog. Not every food for them is great. So you have to be very selective. You have to see what's working out for them, what's not working out for them. Look at your dog in the morning and make sure you say hello to them, and if they respond well, hey, there's something wrong with them. It's looking in be proactive from day one. Hey. So my wife, I don't support the dog. So Well, good. So, okay, I'll check on lay on. So, well, I guess you would find sleepy areas and do there. You know, a lot of times, you have it's no second girl, but you have to know that too. You know, they have those too. Why do they have rules too? Maybe it was a symbol for us. We get them, and I'm not gonna say brand because then it's about it's gonna look like talk bad about that brand. But we get with the street, and then 30 minutes an hour wet the cutlery. So boom, we cut it out, and then we're back to home. So those are the things that you have to capture onto it quick to learn more about your breed.
Yeah, for sure, and that's such it's such a lesson that like that I kind of been getting on. Like I'll go live every once in a while. Just it just pops up. I'm not really a live kind of channel, so I have alternative channels. I don't have a lot of viewers, but I'll get on there and I'll every once in a while I'll pop on live if I got something to say or I got time. But one of the things that I will conversate with people is like don't get an English bulldog or a French bulldog unless you're willing to put in the work. It's to me it's no different than say you getting a Belgian Malinois, but in a different different lanes. If you're not going to put in work with these kinds of dogs, you're not going to you don't you're not the right person for them. They're not a plug and play kind of dog. Like I tell people like uh be prepared every time they go outside. You got to stand by the door and make sure they come in 10 minutes later. And then after they go poop, make sure you wipe their butts because you don't want to get, their tail pocket infected or dirtied up. I mean, these are little things that you have to think about if your dog is sensitive to those sorts of things. And these are things that I've had to do as a bulldog owner a lot of my life. And so, um, and I'm willing to do it because I love the breed and I love having them around in my life. They add value to me. But if that doesn't add value to you and all you're looking at it is from a different point of view that this is like a mantelpiece, a talking piece, or a business, a hustle, then don't do it. Get yourself another dog. Don't ruin our breeds. You know what I mean? Because they are fragile in some regards. They're tough as nails. Their pain threshold is above and beyond most breeds, but that doesn't mean that you can leave them outside in even like 75-degree weather and let them run around for an hour. They're gonna have problems. So yeah, I get on that soapbox. It's the same thing like a Belgian Malinois. Don't get that dog unless you're willing to train it and be able to manage all the behaviors that come with a high drive dog like that. It's just no different.
You're absolutely right. You hit a number of things that I like. You you, you talk about value, right? You have to value your craft, right? So being a breeder is it's a craft. You have to invest. Honestly, value becomes higher, not more expensive. It's higher. You being a higher quality dog, right? So you have to be business minded. You have to be a people's person, and you have to be able to learn and accept criticism as constructive criticism, right? You can't authentically blindfold this and then I've got the perfect breed. You will never breed the perfect dog. You might think it is, but that's why you want to get second opinions. You might want to see, okay, what is it working? What do you see on that? Man, maybe a little east to west, maybe too much rain or something like that, right? So I don't like to go light a whole lot because a lot of times we'll get sensitive when you want to talk about their breed. But I don't think you should get sensitive about that because it's all about perception. You know, and it's like told you, look, the other day when I made live about that, I think when we go this, there is the standards of the dog. The standards of each dog was handmade because that was the perception of somebody. In order for you to have a standards, you have to be vision and you have to be committed to your standards. Where are you? Why are you breeding this dog to this dog? What are you trying to get at? Maybe are you trying to go with it on owner dog, slimmer dog, taller sort. But you have to know why I'm making this breed to this breed, right? If you think I'm just gonna put two dogs together, both areas, that's not gonna happen. Like two guys, you know, it's all about you missing that time. Out there, I said soft. I'm gonna give you this recipe and that food to take this flavor. Even if I give you every recipe, your food and my food are not going to taste the same because that is your perception. That is my perception of my life. It is the same thing with the dogs. You have to make it better. You have to know why are you going to be going to this dog. Us, what we like to do is keep it real tight in-house. We do based on you blood into a program. But before we make that movement, that decision, well, you know, first I got to get okay for a while, right? She shoot the ball late. Well, the next day, you know, I had to spray her. You know what? And we're bringing some of them to our program is because this will be benefit out of it. You know, and then a lot of people don't see that. They just pick two dogs together and some people first gonna come out. Yeah, no, you might that's one time, but that's not what happen. It's consistency. Consistency. Are you consistent on what you produce? It's something about consistency, right? You can go to one restaurant to the same bad restaurant, and the food is not gonna take the same because one of them is more persistent on applying the right ingredients. It's the same thing with this reading. You have to be consistent on everything that you know, so all your flaws can be thrown out, right? It's about consistency.
Since I've done the podcast, I really have understood that can be difficult. You know what I mean? Like from the outside looking in, you're like, well, why this, why that, and you realize, well, it's harder. It's a lot harder than people think and give credit to it, and being able to stick with it and being able to have a vision and not let outside influences guide your vision and everything else, and being able to take in a bunch of information and decipher it, and um but not go against what your education and your vision has given you it to this point. Is yeah, all that stuff is difficult to me. Like it's not easy, and I see people that are able to do it, and they do better at their craft, and then I see people that don't, and then they're not as consistent. You know what I mean? They, like you're saying. So, but being willing to change and being able to say, oh, wait a minute, that makes way more sense, and I'm going to try this because you know I'm wanting consistency, and this is going to give me that consistency that I'm looking for, and that sort of thing. So again, you got to be flexible on top of that. Yeah.
Like you say, you know, you have to identify what you do, right? So earlier you mentioned in my sports, right? Some people can do it real easy, some people can't really do it that easy, but it's about consistency. You know, I like sports. I love sports. You see those guys actually the football. Oh man, that's easy. Tiptoes. Oh man, look, he made it look so easy, but it's not easy. No, they got to keep on training their whole life to get what they're at, right? So one of the players that I like, because we're arguably on the outskirts of Houston in Baytown, so that was the name that everybody carried for. So at that time, he was playing for the Texans with DeAndre Hopkins. And one of the things that I really liked by him at that time, it was Odell Beckham was in the Giants. And he was making the touchdown catch with the hand all the way to the back and brought her to grab back in. So the other Hopkins said, "Hey, you would touch Odell Beckham. Say, hey, man, how do you do those catches? In the off season, can I want to train with you?" And once I heard of them, what? So what they do is on the off season, they spend some time with the ballerinas. The ballerinas up there, staying up on the tiptoes. So that's how he was able to apply that into the football. Like catching the football, I mean, sure, my toes are still on the ground. They're stretching it out like that. You see CJ Stroud when he's up there warming up. He's playing golf, basketball, all types of things. Because you have to be able to mix all those ingredients to make something beautiful. So when you breed it, you have to look at all these things. Some people make it look like it's easy. But you don't know all the knowledge that they have behind, all the sweat that they already put onto it. Because this breeding is about putting all the hard work, all that sweat, soaking all that stuff in, and make sure it gets done all right. If it doesn't come all right, you have to know what do you need to change. If you do not know how to fix that, reach out to somebody that has done this for years and get their feedback so you get better and better. One way here the other day was a lot of times we hear this. Oh man, the generation, the kids are they're born out this days. It way smarter than back that days. It's not that they are born smarter. We pass all that stuff to the DNA. So as they're born, they already have that knowledge with them. So as we're bringing these thoughts, if we're able to discover the trust and change the trust, their DNA is going to start getting better and better and better. And you're going to start see your consistency out there, and the resistance is going to keep on going, and it's going to get better and better and better. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So explain to me what your vision is for an English Bulldog. What are you trying to, like, your ultimate vision? What are you trying to build? What does that look from the ground up as far as an English Bulldog?
To me, I want the Angel Bulldog to keep him being what it is, a companion. And I want people to understand that every breed has their flaws. And we need to get this out of the way that every English Bulldog comes with all these health issues. Every breed comes with a health issue. I want people to be able to see the great functionality in our dogs. Keep that consistency with them. That's what I want out of the E-Bulldog. I'm not gonna make the E-Bulldog to go there and run a quarter of a mile, run circles and all this other stuff. What I'm going to keep on doing is keep on creating companions that are able to walk just like Aaron does with his dog. For them to serve as companions, either they can be Aaron as far as 8 years old, walking with that dog. Now he's 9, about turn 10, he's at no, and as he grow with them, or I want people to know that if you could be 80 years old, they still walk that English Bulldog because that English Bulldog is going to walk your pace. I want people to know that the English Bulldogs are companions. They're great dogs. And yes, we all have health issues. I have health issues. But they can all be what? I'm not trying to change anything. I just want to keep the. You look at that. He used to put it all this out. Oh, he looks mean. But man, all I want you to do is hug her. Give him some love. That's it. Right? That's all they want. That's what I want people to see out there. Right? So we not only go to the ADKC shows, we go to TCBR shows, we go to other fun shows. You could move on everybody to see, because move like it's maybe 3 or 4 years Bulldogs. So that people not really see, and they see more Bulldogs. All my people see the English Bulldogs, and I know they're great companions. They're still out there. They are a great bloodline. And let's keep it going. With the help of other guys that hopefully take the time to be good quality school dogs. I can't say enough about consistency. You have to be consistent. You have to know your vision. We do not breed for colors. We breed for structure and health. Number one is health. Our English Bulldogs, I'm pretty sure you went to my page. Our English Bulldogs do not have an excess amount of wrinkles. Because that's also matter. I want to continue with the look that we have right now. And be consistent with the look that we have right now. Our champion. I think our topic till we used to for 2 years to becoming a champion. And keep on producing champions so people can see, what? Maybe I want to get back into that breed. Because they're low. I think in order to also breed for colors is beautiful now that we have other technology that's able to tell you the DNA of this dogs. So when you go there and you plan to breed a color, you have to know the DNA, because you can't go out there and breed a blue to a blue, because those babies start to be. That's what they call it, hydrowaves. That they're not gonna create. So you have to know, are they opaque? So that I think that's another step higher we're looking at. We're not there yet. If we do get a color, which is great. With our bite, add a color, but one of these ladies that we associate with, as far as doing on our tests and everything, she gave us a great point. She looked at more you met in that breed with our panel white female, with our fauna, our male, our champion. She said, Mr. Manny, do me a favor. Don't put no cover into your program. I'm like, you know what? I always that crop on mine. She said, no. Right now, everybody is going for the exotic hugs. Where in a couple of years, your standards are going to be the exotic. They got their videos. Nobody is going to have this this colors as far as the original colors. Because a lot of people, when you go into the internet and you put it out there, even for dogs, you're going to end up with a picture about your dog. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to go up there and chase the bag. We're going to sit with consistency, and what consistency has to be the temperament, the structures, and if we get color, that's a blessing. And if we don't get them covered, that's still a blessing. We just want to breed some great structures, right? Like I tell people, why would you want to get you a car that the engine does not run well, but you have a red paint job, or you got rims, you got a stereo, but the car doesn't even make it to the corner store. I want an original part that is able to take it from point A to point B to bring it back to my house. That's something that we wonder with our dogs. Number one is health, the structure, entanglement. If we got it covered, like I said, it's a blessing. If we don't, it's still a blessing. We have nothing against the colors, but at this point, I don't think we will be any colors to your program, right? I can't go there and just feel for the colors because that is their thing, you know. That is their perception. That is their vision. My vision is to stay with the standard colors, and we're gonna keep on pursuing that.
I I appreciate that because you know you go where the good dogs are at, and what you got going. There's no point. I agree. You know, so I really yeah, that's cool because, and you're right. At the end of the day, I really truly think like I'm looking at the French Bulldogs and stuff is like I think eventually the standard colors are going to have to come back because some of your really good quality dogs are being overlooked now because nobody wants those colors. So how many great structured, great looking brindle French Bulldogs are out there? And actually, it's just I keep going back to like if I ever get another French Bulldog, it probably be a brindle. And I know everybody's like no pie, no brindle. Well, I think they're eventually going to come back. Like I said, just because they're just going to be, they just have that quality about them that some of these colored dogs are missing. So, yeah, I appreciate what you were saying there. So, do you, uh, how has this economy affected some of your breeding decisions, or has it just you just push through it? I know it's difficult to even place like French Bulldog puppies now, and people are freaking out, and I just think but
But you know what? That's what you call it. That's a public readers, right? It said, "Well, over here, everybody wants to be a reader. Everybody will start selling others dogs, and they right now that everybody's out there, like they don't know what to do with that because they were just breeding just to create puppies. That's not what we're here for. We are here to breed quality dogs. So that did not affect us because that actually gives an opportunity to hold on to some puppies that are now created even better structures. So if you can't just start with the movement, right? That's what I'm trying to get. You can't just lose the movement. Everybody selling all that clothing for $5. You never about that, and so you close it for $5 from those. Louis Vuitton, Dolce Gabbana. You're not gonna go out there and see that clothing discounted at a lesser price because the rest of the people are are not getting that because they're getting so cheaper. What they rather do? They rather destroy that clothes and go out there and make some new clothing. We're not gonna go there and just breed to breed. We're gonna go out there and keep on the road. We're gonna breed quality dogs. And to have so good quality dogs is gonna take some time. That's just the beauty of it. You have to know how to adapt to the changes. So all of a sudden it's a change, say, to slow it down. If everybody go push fast, keep your pace. Now these days you have to go slow in order to go fast. I'm not saying you gotta go there and be lazy. What I'm saying is before you go there and breed this dog, so this dog, you have to analyze why are you breathing A to B? Are you really going to get C? Or are you going to get D? You have to know. You, you you have to stick to your program. You have to have a program. You have to know I'm gonna get up at this time. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. For me, when I get up in the morning, Saturday, Sunday, that's your receipt. I'm gonna do my personal things. I'm gonna watch my videos, literally the movies, so that way when they get out, I can spend my time with them and my dogs. But you have to have a schedule. You have to know who's gonna work for you. I can't tell you, Sean, that this schedule got to go by. But maybe that schedule doesn't work for you. Like you say, you work nicer. So a schedule not gonna work for you, right? You have to compromise yourself to your needs, and you have to know, okay, this is working for me. This is not working for me, right? Uh, you had to be transparent to yourself and see what's gonna work. I figure, to us, they Bulldogs are working out tremendous. I love, I love that breed. That like I say, it's one of the oldest bloodlines that we have out there, and one of the purest bloodlines out there. And that is the hardest thing. The hardest thing is to keep something pure. That is the hardest thing.
Through trial and error, what does your diet look like? I mean, I've always wanted to know, like, you have multiple English bulldogs going at once. How does that look like for you? And what's the trials and tribulations on that end?
So I think you have to know your not only your breed, right? But you also got to know your dogs, right? And this is like with air about here. And you put anything green on his food, he can't eat it. He don't like it, right? So the same thing with they use bulldogs. Every English bulldog that we have, not each one of them. There's two or three of them that them are the different dialects that are better that they're not eating well, and you have to know it. So you know what? Let me change this to this. So for instance, right now we're gonna forget to spray. So right now we put them on the lean diet, not so they get skinnier, but that way I can get light on it because it's gonna be coming this high. Well, see here in Texas is very humid. When it gets hot, it gets hot. So we have to make sure that what. Let's feed them a little more lean. When we start getting to winter time, let's put a little more fat on them. So that way they get more protected, right? Because now a lot of questions that I get from people that have about this puppy from us, we get a carpet slave bottle from my dogs. I don't know when I put that, I'll be feeding the same food, and now they're shedding a lot. But it's a season. Oh, are you serious? So it is you have to know the breed, right? So some of them we have on the kibble, some other ones we have on the white kibble, some other we have because each one of them it's a living thing. Or each one of them has all their own rights, and that is one of the things that I would tell people that wouldn't get for mouse. You not only just get the puppy, you get the product, and you also get the pet. At any time you come to a hiccup, you have a question, this is my number. Give me a call. Reach out to us, and then we'll help to get where you got to be at. We have people all around the city, all the states that everyone can help you out. And you have to know that we're here to support you.
Yeah, that and that's the thing about the bulldogs that I've you just learn is that that not only do you have to stay fluid with their diet because you may be feeding them the same thing for a while, then all of a sudden their stomach can't take it anymore. Maybe there's a couple molecules that the company change and you don't know it because you're not paying, you're not glued to that label, or all of a sudden their body rejects it, or they just decide, hey, I don't, eh, this ain't for me anymore, pal. And so, yeah, I agree. Bulldogs are so, they're so difficult to feed. They're not like a lot of other breeds in the bully breed world. Yeah, I think if first time owners don't get that, sometimes they're like, why is my dog not eating this, or why is my dog regurgitating this? Well, because you need to think about changing the food. We went with one of our Frenchies, like we he went from puppy to adult food, and we get decent food. Um, and then his body rejected it. He was throwing up all the time, and so we're like, what? So we went to a different recipe, same company, and he's been fine ever since. And so, yeah, it's just trial and error in a lot of ways. So yeah, it's an interesting thing.
Right. So it's like you have to know what you what is that kibble that you're buying for what type of dog it is, right? Because you in English world you want to feel that the dog this food that is meant for an active dog. And also you will see English would always get his skin. It's all man, he's sick. Oh, you were just feeding him something that was more lean. That's not what for the English bulldog. So you have to know, like I said, every year they might, or not every year. I'm sorry about that. Sometimes they might change a recipe on that food, and that's probably affecting you, dog, right? The MSC, when you go to mess with a chemical, it doesn't matter if it's the same chemical you mess with. You always want to check the MSCS because maybe they added a different chemical to it that you might be allergic to. So the same thing for your food. You want to make sure, hey, you know where it contains this. Okay, okay, this is good for my cow. Or you know what? No, I don't want to get a food that has too much squat because it's gonna give me a yeast infection, right? So you have to know all that. So you have to know what's working for your program because whatever works for my program and my output free program, right? And you go there and change that diet on that dog. You can't just change from late to night. You have to take baby steps. Baby steps. Okay, now they can get there, right? It's all about baby steps. So you can get shoulder. It's all about again consistency, right? So you like say if you eat dog this food all the time, and all of a sudden they don't want it, well, I love tacos, but you keep on eating the same freaking taco every day. I don't want time no more. I want something different. So you have to have a variety, right? They have to know, and you have to know what works then, what doesn't work.
So, do you like feeding time, Aaron? Do you feed the dogs too?
Sometimes my in the cages,
Uh huh. So
like
we're
she'll have me like feed the inside dogs and then the dogs that like in the garage.
That's awesome. So yeah, what does your setup look like? What I got going here too is we're working on converting our garage that has really good insulation, and now we have heating and air in there as well.
So we had the dog right now, in the garage because we are the transition. You're actually looking at the new Dairy Bay's Bulldog headboards. They started a new kennel that we use built for that. Is 16 by 16 uh shed that is already insulated, AC, gear units where that when we had to transfer the dogs to the garage, we came out here, we just repainted it. There's also rework about also need flooring and it's all about investing back to your program. They give you the best, why not give you the best also?
That's awesome.
So, investing back on it.
Yeah, you just putting everything back into the program. That's cool to see. And then when those are always like as a consumer and somebody that is an enthusiast. When I see people do that, it just it just makes you feel good about working with breeders like that are reinvesting themselves into their programs. So do you
Go ahead.
is you have enough property and stuff? Like we have enough of a yard, it but it we would have to utilize every inch of space,
Yeah,
which
we have enough property, we have enough backyard for them, and we do invite our customers to come and check out our facility so they can see our dogs and I guess it cages all day, it is where they have an area where you can go play and then sometimes you go inside, hey, we're gonna go back to your inside or where you enjoy the AC and let's take you out, right? That way when we go out there to the shows, our dogs are not worn out. We work with them every day so they can go there and get back into rhythm, right? Because you have to invest back on them, not only with the money, but also personal time, walking, training, show what's good, what's not good, so that way they can be better. So that way we can be better. I use it for me as a therapy. I go and walk with them, and that keeps myself that way up and down, a little sweaty. Eric, come on, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. A little bit here and there. Eric goes up there with his mom and help her out, and that way he's able to see the value of this program, right? Now this generation, all they want to do is in the fall. No, I want you to live life, enjoy those things with Bulldogs, be a part of those things with Bulldogs. So that way, they don't want you to grow up with your kids and say, when I was young, I started with the singles Bulldog, and this is how many Bulldogs I have, and I'm gonna teach you now how to take care of them, right? So we keep this going. I'm not planning on having this for 5 6 years. I'm trying to keep this going and pass this along to them. If they want to, they don't. That's fine. I'm not going to force that to them, but I want to keep breeding and keep on having this beautiful breed going wrong that it has been going out, going to what 1800s. Now they're still here. Let's keep it going.
No, I agree. It's definitely the breed that's captured my heart. And before um, my wife and I were together, my wife was like she didn't understand the English about English bulldogs, and then um, we got our first English bulldog together, and it was the one that just passed. And now she's like, if it's not a bulldog, she's like, I don't want it. So I've completely turned her.
I said, so if you're ready for the Bulldog, you got the live person here, Eric. Oh, face you. Well, so you have to get to know your breed. That way you'll know what is wrong with your breed, so you can make it better. Either the English Bulldog, the French Bulldogs, the Bulldogs, whatever it is. Get yourself invested into that breed, so you can make that breed better. I listed one of my mentorships that I have is also a guy from Dallas, or Chad Bull. I reach out to him once in a while. Another breed that I have is Jesus Garcia, uh, Gary from he's from about a minute and a half, an hour and a half from here, Hotel Huntsville. Him and his wife Cherie, Chris, another great judge, and also uh, 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 a great instructor as well. Because in order to be out there and be breathe this dog's puppy, you have to be able to be gravy structure to get those guys to buy to your program, right? So you out there training the dogs and making the dogs look beautiful. I have another guy that I'll be talking back and forward. So I was sponsor from the valley. I have another guy that I started to talk to, Angel, Reactor right here from he's from Chad. I think he's Channel View, but that's where he's at. So, I reach out to different people. I don't have this one mentor, because I understand we all have a life, and we're all busy, but I reach out to them, and that's the different things, and, and, and give them stuff over here and there. Another one that is also a good mentor, is Boy Soul also. So Ron from Billionaire Club, that's another one. I like to have a variety of people that I can reach out to them. So each one of them can give you the recipe. Try to put the recipes into the bowl and make my recipe better. I'm not trying to compete with nobody. The person that I compete to all the time is that other person that's in there every morning. So I can go there and be beautiful also.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly my. I appreciate that because I that's kind of my mindset when I look at this, the dog world, and how I envision what I would do. It's not, you know, it to me wouldn't. It's not a competition. It's like building a community, but also trying to see what you have and build upon it in a way, and uh, know the positives and know the negatives and just try to push it forward, you know, take the positives and build on them, and try to lessen the negatives, and that's all you can do with the programs, and the competition is for people who, are that's for other people. I just think that real enthusiasts are in it to better their program and the breed that in itself. So yeah, the real competition is what's inside your kennel more than anything.
Exactly. I told you people that I don't say you. A lot of what that take as you could be in a KSL. You're not competing in KSL. You could be in a business that standards will upgrade. That's where you could be in it, right? Like you said, it is it's a breeding association. How do these companies became to be great companies? They have to bring different mindsets and have a discussion about different things. And we're not gonna agree on every single thing, but we're gonna see what's gonna make us better. And that's what we need to understand. When we go out there to the ring or talk to other breeders, hey, and let's discuss what's working out for you. And let me let you know what's working out for me. And you must say, no, that doesn't work. That's because you disagree with what I like. That doesn't mean you're wrong. Or that doesn't mean I'm wrong. But we have to know why you don't like. Share your thoughts on why you don't like this. Or do you read this or do you feel this? No, why not? Okay, so this, so that, right? Do you give this medicine or this? No, why not? Because of the consequences. But that medicine might be bad for this breed. You have to gather yourself with information on different bases. So that way you can make your program better. It's sort of about making your program better. It's not about making somebody else's program better all the time. It's about making your program better. If you able to make your program better, you're gonna make somebody else's program better because they're gonna get that better from you, and later on they're gonna start their own program. And guess what? They might give you credit or they might not. And then they thought, hey, it's good. And that's their program. You cannot control their lives. Control your life. Control your program. and control the things that you're able to control. And the other things is you ain't no control. Oh, well, of course, the same, same thing, but it's about the experience, right? It's about knowing what are we gonna get back out of it. To us, what we're gonna get back out of it, it's gonna be getting different people's opinions, getting an opinion from somebody that's been watching 1,000 different able Bulldogs and say, that's what you gotta do, that's what you have to improve, right? And showcasing that dog against some of the best English Bulldogs out there, we were able to go to nationals and order up for nationals. That was our first experience for us. They were like, wow, right? So yeah, we'll to back to hard work. That's not the most important thing. The important thing was the experience. Watching everybody on the one roof enjoying the same thing, which is the love for the dogs. That was the most amazing thing that people out there network sharing ideas. So what are you gonna be doing next? So why did you make this gravy? Is it seem like, hey, some of those guys have the same mentality that we have. And those are the people that we want to associate with. Because I believe you have to surround yourself with people that are better than you so you can meet back. That's how we look at it. So if I can go here and showcase one dog against other dogs that might look better than mine, or I know that ain't. I gotta go here, I gotta do that. How do we know you're the fastest kid on the block if you had never run against the fastest kids? So you have to go up there and know what you're saying at as far as getting the percentage for different people. So you see no effect. Yeah, you are, yeah, I learned this, or I didn't see that. Pero by pone nada, yo pone this out sweet, now see it even better, right? But if you understood what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. And if you always do a draw, you will always get a wrong. That's where the consistent comes in at. If you able to be consistent and you able to keep on just walk the dog, say, keep on going to the store. But how do you know you got party dog sales? Nobody for you does it. So that's where the show comes in at. So we're not going for the trophy, for the hard work. We're going out there to get the feedback for professionals. That's all.
Yeah, makes sense. Well said. Couple more questions, and I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of your set. I have a two-parter here. If you started over today, what would you do different than you did?
I don't think I would do any different song. So far right now, we started from the bottom, but before we started from the bottom, I started getting that knowledge of in this freedom that might be for us. Are we going to be able to basically meet the needs of this breed? Because this breed cannot be outside of the on regular weather. There's like so do we have space for our dogs to be inside with us? And I will be going to be able to adopt in that. So we started from the bottom, and we started growing. I was started investing more and more into them because you have to be able to get them actually successful. So why not say they're successful time?
Awesome. If you had somebody new that wanted to start an English Bulldog program, what would be some essential advice that you would give them before they would, hit the ground running?
My suggestion would be ask yourself what kind of lifestyle do you have, and is that dog going to fit your lifestyle, right? You have to know, are you going to have time for this dog, so you don't have time to walk these dogs, or this dog's required for you to be walking up and down a pavement. This dog require a lot of love, a lot of patience, and a lot of consistency. You have to be consistent with them as far as every day. You have to rub in, take them at least for 10 minutes, making interest. Let's go back up, right? So one of the things I was at when I go to the guys, can you? Is really gonna fit on the lifestyle, you know, because it's not an easy breed. You can't get them outside and like tell people if you the type of dog owner like you like to eat your dogs outside, this is not the one for you. But if you're willing to have this English bulldog be in the inside with you and making part of your life as far as your life, not the backyard and the inside, they're gonna be the inside with you. You're gonna be having a control environment for them. Yes, get your name's put up. But if you are not moment, the name of the bulldog is not for you because you're gonna suffer. And the main part of this is gonna suffer the most, which is with the English bulldog. Right? But if you music massage, those wrinkles, they're gonna get too sweaty, they're gonna start asking the rats, we're gonna start having all these issues. And then what you'll do? Leave them outside. Use somebody that's gonna be doing maybe something even worse stuff. Right. So you have to know is the English bulldog the right breed for you. Look at all of that. Get your mentor, somebody who's gonna be able to be very sincere, very transparent with you. And if it is, hey, get one. I would really recommend you can get one. Would you recommend somebody to get an egg food up? Why would you recommend somebody to get an egg food up?
Because the reason why I think that I would personally somebody in the school is because like when they wanna no, whenever they wanna like you can take them outside and they'll play with you or like one once they're tired you can take them in both of y'all can relax while like watching something on TV like the Super Bowl. Then playing basketball and making the season just relax you and what instead of improve it, you guys they can go outside. I you and the dog can go outside and play with them.
Cool. So yeah, to be part of your life, part of your lifestyle.
You're 100% right, Aaron. I was just gonna say that too, buddy. Is like people don't realize how like getting an English bulldog, they're so in tune with the family and they're humans, and they are a dog lover's dog. You know, they want to be with their family, and there's nothing that's going to stand in their way. And you're 100% right. Well, very well said, buddy. I really appreciate you saying that. If you had all the time, the money, the space in the world, what would the second breed be and why?
I don't think we'll be a segment breed because this breed just competes with
Yeah.
If we come out from the yard, I throw them a couple of frisbees, they want to change, they come back, they with some water, and they're done. Hey, I'm not too. I see, I'm not that body to be called up in that. So, that is to walk the sweat for the pay, go back inside and enjoy AC and watch TV, and that's it. So, it would be another breed. I'm happy with you breed, and that's just me.
That's awesome. That's awesome.